If you play Rocket League, this video will be extremely painful.
Absolutely! Recently, I saw this video from Sunless, and I thought, why didn't I think of this yet? It's such a good, simple idea.
Are you kidding me?
And there's plenty of moments to use.
Right into the hole.
And that's how we got here. So sit back and enjoy some of the most shocking mistakes in the modern era of BattleBots. We'll start with most recent and work our way back. In a round of 32 of World Championship 7, Bloodsport faced Lockjaw in a tricky test. Lockjaw attached their rear plow to deal with the horizontal spinner, a tactic that has proven effective in the past. Not only that, Bloodsport had struggled all year with his reliability and self-righting. They knew one wrong move could end their season at any moment.
Let the bot battle begin!
After a cagey start, Bloodsport struck the first meaningful blow by clipping Lockjaw's wheels, but also puffed fire in the process.
On the right side, they are severely damaged.
Lockjaw then turned to lead with his weapon, a move that helped Bloodsport add more damage. At this point, Lockjaw was in serious trouble. With one wheel gone, another shredded, and no weapon, all Bloodsport had to do from this point was... Lockjaw swapped to his plow in one last effort to survive, and... So what exactly happened there? With Lockjaw switching back to the plow, Bloodsport driver Justin Marple seemed to get caught in two minds. He turns to his left, spins right, then backs up slightly as Lockjaw approaches, before accepting that an impact is imminent. The result? A two-hit combo that flipped his bot and ended his season.
Arguably, that wasn't the most shocking mistake of the season, though. In the second round of Fight Night, former champion Endgame had the chance at a 2-0 start. Standing in his way was Ripperoni, an exciting rookie with cool flywheel technology that we didn't get to see much of in his first fight.
But that team is trying to harness an energy unlike the BattleBots has ever seen.
Endgame knew the dangers of his opponent and tried to plan accordingly with some of the longest forks we've ever seen.
We've gone for a long fork configuration, hopefully to try get under them to stabilize them a bit.
The plan was to box rush and go from there, but within seconds of the opening bell...
Let the bot battle begin! Uh-oh, Endgame caught the kill saw! Here's Ripperoni with a wide open window!
Well, you don't need me to tell you what happened here. Endgame f***ed up. Like, royally f***ed up.
Right into the hole. Right into the hole.
You dumbass.
Ripperoni had two choices. He could leave Endgame stuck and take the win, or he could take his shot. And Ripperoni chose the latter. Twice. With Endgame freed, the fight was on again. The former champ did his best to turn it around.
Endgame getting its swagger back.
But as Ripperoni started struggling,
Ripperoni struggling with that right side.
Endgame moved for the final time. Upset complete for the Pizza Bot.
Ripperoni is going to get its first ever win at BattleBots!
Hey, that's the first time we've ever tried to box rush, so we probably won't do it again.
Now let's move to the previous season, and a shocking moment that benefited the Kiwis. It was the final Fight Night round of World Championship 6, and Sawblaze took on Endgame in a battle for the #1 seed. Both bots had performed exceptionally in their first matches, so the hype and tension were very high.
Two 2-0 teams. The champ is in the house. Endgame.
Should make for an absolute slugfest, right?
It's going to be a great one. There's no question about it. Let the bot battle begin. Sawblaze shows Endgame its backside.
Wrong. Let's watch it back since it happened so quick.
It's going to be a great one. There's no question about it.
From the start, Sawblaze drove erratically. He tripped up on the kill saw slots in front of his box. Then when he went to face Endgame, he oversteered twice.
Jameson got exposed and Endgame went right there for the kill.
Endgame took advantage, but even he didn't expect to pop Sawblaze out of the arena in one hit.
29 seconds, courtesy of the champ.
Early mistakes like that are annoying, but late ones can be heartbreaking. In World Championship 5, Hydra met Whiplash at the quarterfinal stage.
The #1 overall seed, Hydra, squares off against one of the best all-around bots in the field, Whiplash.
Team Waiachi's second-year flipper was proving to be the bot that could finally break their trophy drought, and Jake Ewert was ready to bring it home.
This is going to be a fun one. Waiachi versus Vasquez. A trip to the semifinals is on the line.
Whiplash started brighter with some good early attacks, but Hydra responded with a few soft flips.
And there you go. Oh, this is big time trouble for Whiplash.
As the fight went on, it was in the balance, with Hydra arguably ahead by slim margins. He had avoided major damage by this point and had landed more attacks than Whiplash.
Hydra has kept the pressure on Whiplash.
All he had to do was see out the waning seconds and he'd be through to the semifinal.
This one is going to go the distance as Whiplash tries to take some out of the bum of Hydra in the final few kicks. This one is...
Instead, those hopes went up in smoke. So there's a few layers to this one. It starts out about a minute left into the match. Hydra had just flipped Whiplash, and he starts to show some driving issues on the front right side. After a few moments, the problem subsides, and Hydra drives cleanly for another 30 seconds.
Under 50 seconds to go.
But heading into the last exchange, it comes up again, completely stalling him, and allowing Whiplash a hit from the back.
How about this finish from Whiplash?
Pause. Then there's smoke, but it's not from Hydra, it's from Whiplash. As he lifts Hydra into the air, his lifting motor appears to be the culprit. But as the final horn sounds, Whiplash drives away and spins wildly, while Hydra can't even leave the red square.
And we have a split decision. Whiplash!
In the end, Whiplash won the decision, and Hydra bowed out, leaving us all to wonder what could have been if not for those last 10 seconds.
I think it was that last shot at the end we got. I think that decided the fight.
But we can all agree that was hardly smoke. Let's see some real smoke. In the second World Championship, Witch Doctor entered the bracket as the number 3 seed after manhandling Rotator in their opening match.
Devastating knockout by Witch Doctor.
Fighting them was Red Devil, a complicated grappler with treads that offered little in their first match. But damn, what a work of art, eh? Witch Doctor's team felt confident, and they wanted to use Minibot Shaman in the fight. But in order to make weight, they would have to remove their large front plow. It was this decision that would come back to haunt them and allow for one of the most impressive smoke clouds the box has ever seen.
Witch Doctor comes out aggressive, but they need to avoid those claws. Witch Doctor breaks free, and it's Witch Doctor that's broken.
Witch Doctor's motor is in trouble.
Red Devil only needed one opportunity, and he made it count. Upon grabbing hold of Witch Doctor, he cut right through a battery and caused a lipo fire, leaving no way back for the Voodoo Queen.
And look at that chemical fog pouring out of the number 3 seed. It looks like a haunted house in here.
But had the plow been used instead of Shaman, this would have never happened. The top of the plow would have forced Red Devil to cut through more material to get near the battery, and the bottom wedge might have made it harder for Red Devil to slip underneath in the first place to secure the hold. But alas, we'll never truly know now, because Shaman was chosen, and instead of helping, he died by getting run over.
Shaman's been turned over on its head.
That's not good, Chris. Shaman's in trouble.
Our final shock asks the question, which is worse, a cut battery or all of your batteries on the ground? It was the semifinal of 2015, a season strongly focused on one man, one bot, and their devastating path of destruction.
One more.
It seemed that nothing was going to stop them from being crowned champions, but Bronco was certainly ready to try.
Let the bot battle begin.
The fight arguably had two shocks. Bronco's performance featuring no box rush, sitting in the corner, and lots of missed opportunities. The second shock came at the very end.
Bronco's coming apart, and there goes a big part of Bronco into the big flip.
Tombstone had beaten, smashed, and dismembered Bronco, leaving him in a heap, and the referee was finishing up the countout. But this is Ray Billings, and all season long he'd been enjoying himself and playing with his food.
One more.
Too much blood out there.
Come on, what's the worst that can happen? Just one more hit.
Ray's going in for one more hit. My goodness, it's over.
That one hit didn't change the result of the semifinal, but it meant Tombstone had to scramble in the pits to prepare for the title match. And in said match, he narrowly lost the judge's decision after losing his weapon to a lipo battery fire. Well, it could have also coming from hitting a steel plow a shit ton of times, but hey, the coincidence is pretty funny.
And that's all for now. I've got some spin-off video ideas related to this topic, so let me know which option sounds more appealing and we'll do it. Although the more I think about it, I think old content is going to be harder and harder to find, so we might have to go this way. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.